Whether you're a YouTuber, a blogger, or a content creator on any social media, it's probable that at one point you've asked yourself, what content do people want to see and how can I create content on it? And if you're watching this video, chances are that you're looking for your next content idea. In this video, I'll be giving you 6 tools that you can use in order to start developing unlimited content ideas and start providing value to those who follow you. Before we get started, give this video a thumbs up if you find it helpful and consider subscribing as it helps small channels such as myself keep bringing these videos out to you. First things first, niche down, but not too down. What do I mean by that? Well, you want to find a niche that's right for you. Are you a photographer? Great. Are you a gamer? Awesome. However, try to dig a little deeper than surface. You don't want your content to be so general that when people go to your channel, they don't really know what to expect from you. The clearer your channel's identity is to someone, the easier it is for them to relate to your content. And the easier it is for them to connect with your content, the higher the chance of them following you or subscribing to you. You want to try to be pretty specific in your niche, but you don't want to be so precise in a category that your content ideas are drastically limited. If that becomes the case, your content's relevancy will ultimately depend on the current trend. This is going to be the only tip that I provide to you in terms of marketing philosophy, so let's get right into the tools to help you find your next content idea. One of my favorite apps to find what's trending is called Flipboard. Flipboard presents stories, articles, videos, and blogs in the form of a digital magazine depending on what your interests are. What's fantastic about it is that it shows you what's the latest content that's trending in your niche. Let's do an example. Hypothetically, you're a YouTuber that creates content around the latest cameras that hit the market, and then you compare that camera with other similar cameras. Well, all you'd have to do is go to flipboard.com, go to the search bar, type in cameras, and boom, all the latest projects, content, and releases around the photography industry. This website is essential because part of going viral on social media is being the first to talk about a particular piece of content that's starting to get a lot of traction. Now, here's a tip that I recommend to you to always have fresh content without having to remember the keywords that you typed in to find it. If you have an account, you can create digital magazines based around what your niche is. Type in whatever your niche is. Under the title, there should be a button that says flip. Once you click on it, another button's gonna appear that says create magazine. Click it, name it, and put a description if you'd like, and finally save it. Now you have a magazine that will always show you camera news. If you'd like to add more content to your magazine, simply click on whichever topic it is that you'd like to add, but rather than clicking on create a magazine, select the digital magazine that you already created. The next tool I'd like to show you doesn't even require you clicking off this platform, and it's called YouTube Suggest. If you didn't know, YouTube is actually the world's second largest search engine. And what do people usually type into search engines? Usually it's questions that they need answers to or content that they'd like to see. With that said, what you're going to do is click on the search bar and type in something relevant to your niche. In my case, since I'm doing content creation and social media, I'm going to type in content marketing. What I'm going to do next is open up the filters, change the upload date to this week, and finally sort by view count. What this will allow me to do is to see all the highest viewed content in my niche this week. From here, you can start seeing the content that is getting the highest amount of views, and you can use it as inspiration for your content. I suggest that you do this with multiple keywords as it'll give you more content ideas and better results. This next tool I'm about to mention practically goes hand in hand with the last tool, and it's called YouTube Autocomplete. This little white rectangle that expands with every word that you type into it is going to be your best friend. The results that are appearing here are the most searched queries on YouTube. However, take this with a grain of salt because everybody is trying to create content around these queries. And when there's high search volume and high competition, the chances of your content going viral for that keyword is so minimal. Ideally, you want to find a keyword that is high search volume but low competition, and if you find a keyword like that, jump in immediately because that means that your content has a high chance of appearing in the first few results. This goes into a totally different topic called YouTube SEO, which I will make a video on, but for now, let's just stick to discovery tools. Since launching my YouTube channel, I've actually joined several Facebook and Discord groups in order to contact other creators, as well as just be a part of the YouTube community. By doing this, I've actually been able to find questions that get asked by smaller YouTube channels, which I'll leverage and create content on. How do I grow on YouTube? How do I get 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours watch time? How do I collaborate with others? These are all questions that I found on the Facebook group Small YouTubers Boost. This group allows you to meet small and new YouTubers as well as to promote your content in order to receive a bunch of feedback from it. It's super useful as it puts your video in front of a lot of people, which is precisely the kickstart that you need if you're a small channel. The Discord server that I'm mostly active on is called the YouTube Community. As a disclaimer, I don't use Facebook and Discord groups the same way. I use the Facebook group to provide feedback on other YouTubers, and I use a Discord server to get in touch with other YouTubers. By giving feedback on other YouTubers' videos, they'll be incentivized and do the same for you, which you can use their feedback to start improving your videos. And even better, if you create bonds with other content creators, you guys can actually collaborate and leverage each other's profiles. The way that you use these groups is completely up to you. This is just the way that I found that is most effective for me. The final tool that I recommend for unlimited content supply is called Reddit. Reddit is by far one of the best tools that you can use to find unlimited content ideas. There's actually actually a subreddit for every single niche imaginable. All you have to do is just find the subreddit that matches the most with your content. Since my videos revolve around content creation and social media marketing, I'm going to want to follow subreddits that are in that niche, because the moment, for example, a new feature is announced, I'm going to want to jump in and create content around that. Examples of subreddits that I'm subscribed to are r/social media, r/marketing, r/TikTok, r/Instagram, and so on. And if you want to go even deeper for better content ideas, on any post in your industry, go to the comments section and filter the comments by Q&A. What this is going to show you is a bunch of questions being asked by other members, which you can use to create content on. You now have 6 tools that you can use for content idea generation, and now it's up to you to execute on it. If you're creating content on LinkedIn, last week I posted a video on the best content structure for receiving high amounts of interaction and engagement on all of your posts. I'm going to include that video somewhere on top of me in the YouTube cards. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up, as it helps small YouTube channels such as myself keep pushing out this content to you. Please consider subscribing, as I'm posting videos weekly on content creation and social media growth tips. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comment section below, as I answer every single one of them. I hope you all have a wonderful day, stay safe, and I'll see you on the next one.